y'all, Tracery here with Picture Me Living, and got a returning guest, June's dad.
Thanks for having me back.
Tyran Sr. is back with us.
So happy to be back. I really appreciate you having me back again. I enjoyed it so much the first time. I was actually looking forward to it.
So, what you drinking?
Oh, you got me drinking Crown Apple.
I don't have you drinking anything, first of all. I asked you to go to the store and get some Crown, regular Crown. I even specified that. What'd you bring back?
Crown Apple. I was being a man, you know. I didn't check. I didn't check there all enough.
Golly, I can't stand that Crown Apple.
I told him Crown. He just, I didn't look. It's on me though. It's on me. So
yeah,
I take that.
And that's why you're drinking it. I'm drinking some old tequila I got left over. All right, so what are your favorite podcasts to listen to and or YouTubers that you like to watch?
Honestly, I like that dude Tom Bayou's YouTube Impact Theory.
Okay.
I like Drink Champs. Yeah, I like Drink Champs. The one with Gilly and Wallow, I like theirs. Mike Tyson's. I definitely like Mike Tyson. I like Mike Tyson a lot.
Mike Tyson's.
Yeah, I think it's like a hot box or something like that.
Haven't really got into Drink Champs, but $1 Million Worth of Game, I watched a couple episodes of that. What is the first one that you said? Say that one again.
Tom, like his name is Tom Bailey. It's more like a self-help, self-development type show, Impact Theory. He interviews people like kind of like goes into their thought process, how they became successful or overcame certain stuff.
So, I asked you that because you sent me a video. Do you remember? It was a lady that she reminded me of Iyanla Vanzant, but it wasn't Iyanla. It wasn't Miss Iyanla, but she gave the same. She radiated the same energy. She was happy. She smiled big. Positive.
Lisa Evans, I think her name was.
Okay. And it was a long video, but it was very where I want to be in life, specifically at her age. So I was like, oh my God, this is really dope. But what was the
School of Greatness? That's what the podcast is called.
Really?
Yeah, it's called School of Greatness. That's another one. It's a good book too. Yes, but
speak on that.
It's just about like changing your mindset and like talks about like being persistent and like looking at failures, not failures, but ways to learn and setting goals and just like like how to like bring your greatness out of yourself and like change your whole thought process and your mindset because you gotta start there first.
So how often do you watch stuff like that?
Every day.
Really?
All day.
Okay, because you mentioned sending your son that, and then...
I send him every day.
Really? I wonder, do he watch it?
That's what I know. One thing I told him, I said, look, you ain't never be able to say I didn't tell you.
Nah, that's beautiful, for real, because I heard you say that to him, and then you said it to me. He was like, I send June this stuff, and then you sent me that video, and the lady just really gave me goals. It was a compliment. It was like, I'm capable of that. I feel like I'm so far removed from that. So just a backstory to the podcast listeners and the people watching. This lady, I'm assuming is Lisa Evans. I'm going to look it up. But she came from poverty. And one of the profound stories in that particular video that you sent, she decided not to be broke one day. And she decided because her baby had no diapers, had no formula. She had just enough food stamps to go get her and the baby food, but she had to use towels for a few days to cleanse her baby from using the bathroom. And that's when she said, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I need to change my life. I need to whatever. And her energy was just so positive and just so good and so rich. Like, I just, I don't only just want to be rich though. I just want to always give off, even on a bad day, I want to give off some sort of positive energy.
That is being rich though. So it's not just money with being rich and wealth. Like wealth is not just your money. It's everything you just talked about. Some people are wealthy and got money, but they're miserable and they're bad people. So do you really have everything if you can't look in the mirror and be happy with yourself? So everything you said is what's really what wealth is. So.
It's a mindset.
That's what I was saying.
I think peace is rich.
Peace, joy, happiness, being able to give to other people, like all that's wealth. Because it all comes back to you, whether you feel inside. So when you buy something, like, stuff comes and goes, but you really want the feeling that it gives you.
Yeah.
So if you get that feeling just from yourself, you're rich.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. That's really good. I was waiting to ask you that. I ain't even warn you about that on purpose. Because you listen to a lot of positive. I mean, you listen to rap music and all that. That's great. But you still make the time for your personal growth. Right. And I'm thankful that you're sharing it to June. Because
I think, man, if like somebody would have told me that if I'd have been able to figure that out, like at that age, like could have done a whole lot of different things. But what you gotta work your mind just as much as you work your body, right? Your mental diet is just as much as your physical diet.
Okay.
Everything starts with your mind. Your mind controls your body.
Okay.
So if you put garbage in, garbage out, so what you think about all day long is what you become and what you attract. So you gotta put good stuff in there. Because if you think about crazy stuff all day, it's easy for you to go there. But if you're thinking positive, wake up thinking positive, you attract it.
I try.
We all try.
And I definitely think that even if that's not what I purposely attract, that because I do try to put positivity out, that's what the universe, God, whatever you believe in, that's what is made, the way it's paid for me, basically. Whether that's what I'm attracting or not on purpose, God said, this is what you about to get.
That's a law. They say law of attraction, right?
Yeah. This is, so what is the law? Somebody just recently opened my eyes about the law of attraction. What is that?
I think so, like, the way I understand is like, so like the first thing is like the law of vibration. So it's like, if you think about it, we're all like energy. Like, everything's moving. Like, we look still, but if you need a microscope, you look down, it's like moving, it's energy.
Okay.
And like the way you feel, like you can walk in a room, right? And two people arguing and they stop, you can feel it. You can feel the tension in the room because energy is what everything gives off energy, right? So what you give off is what you attract back. Everything vibrates. Yeah. So you attract and what you think about, right?
Okay.
Because everything you got in your life right now, think about it. You thought about it to get there.
Yeah.
Has to start with a thought.
Thought about it, worked for it, worked out, went to work.
Everything. Think of everything you done in your life, it start with a thought.
Yeah.
Even if it was something wrong, you had to think about it.
Yeah.
So everything starts with a thought. So what you think about, you attract. So that's what the law of attraction is. You think about the success you want, you visualize it, and you'll start to see the opportunities and the things. It's like if you start seeing the car you want, all of a sudden you see them all over the damn place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they always been there, but now they just stick out to you.
Yeah. So you said something I want to go back to. I consider myself an empath. You know what that is?
I understand.
So an empath is what you just described. A person can walk into a room, two people are arguing. Now I have collected that energy. Whether I wanted to or not, the energy is there.
I think we all are empaths then.
That's what I was going to ask you. I sincerely believe that. I believe that, some people are more intuitive with it, and that's probably me. But some people are, so for instance, let's just say you go to work and somebody at work gives you some bad news. You could choose to pass that negative energy to somebody else and say, man, somebody at work said it's going to be cold outside tomorrow. You prepared to be colder, and the person that you're talking to wasn't even thinking about that. They were just in a positive, they just got a massage, they're just super happy, and now you pass that person that negative energy that you received from work. And I definitely believe in that.
I think it happens, but now what I think what happens is like, I don't think everybody actually thinks. Some people just react. So some people like are good enough to, like some people are always in the positive mood. It's not that negative things don't happen to them, but they choose not to, they just, it's in and out. Some people take it in, they think about it, they emotionalize it, and then they react to it. Whereas like you can tell me something one and the other, I'm right back to doing my thing. So some people just don't think. That's why I say that what you think about all day long, what you put in your mind. If I'm thinking
law
about
of attraction,
that's what all that is.
Okay. I wasn't prepared to talk about that. Somebody sent it to me. Not first, somebody sent it to me and was like, this is a good podcast topic. And I was like, okay, we should talk about that when you're a guest. And I had just kind of looked it over on Google, put it on the back burner. So when you just said that, I was like, okay, cool.
It's interesting. That's the kind of stuff I listen to all day because it makes so much sense. And then you become so conscious of everything. Yeah. So then you choose to make sure I think about stuff and let it come in before I just react to it. You choose how you respond. Some people, they choose, but they don't choose. So you have a choice all the time.
So are you sober when you listen to stuff like this? Like, I don't know what all I can discuss.
Sometimes yes, sometimes not. I just made a choice at some point. It was because it's I said I was going to brainwash myself, but not brainwash myself. I'm I'm just going to keep listening to this stuff and just memorize it. And just naturally you just start thinking like that and talking like that.
And it became a habit.
And it just becomes a habit. And now it sounds like music almost when I listen to it.
Because I remember you saying one day, you were, partying or whatever, and you heard a song and you heard the flutes in the song. And I'm like, well, that's what I think. I think like that regularly. Yeah. Like my brain just, as an empath, as an intuitive, I can hear, and I took music classes and stuff too. Total different subject, but I can hear my brain is listening for that already. Like, let me break this song down into a million parts. So to tie that in, I'm thinking about, let me break this energy down. Let me not accept this energy. Like, I be thinking about that on a regular basis. I think that if I actually listened to the stuff that you listen to, I would probably be like a psychic or something.
It's it's so weird because when you get like that now, it's you just dissect everything people say and some stuff just sounds so foreign to you. Yeah. Right, people say can't, or people when they ask me about working out and you tell them oh, I can never do that. I'm like, what? Why would you even say something like that? People don't even realize the negative stuff they say about themselves. Yeah. And you put that out there, so of course you're not gonna be able to do nothing if you thinking like that because everything's about how you think.
And people even look at you different because you do go work out, and that is foreign to me. It's why wouldn't you do this? Right. It's not even aesthetic. It's about my mind. I feel so good when I leave the gym sometimes. Sometimes when I work out, it's preventative and I don't even know it. Something happens later in the day that had I not worked out, I would have flipped. I would have just lost my shit. And it's I'm so calm because those endorphins, all that, I just really forced this workout earlier in the day and I'm good.
I'm going to tell you what you do. It's about this. So I get up every morning. The first thing is I go on the Stairmaster for 45 minutes.
See, you know what you ahead of me.
But listen to stuff like that. Them kind of podcasts while I'm doing it. That's what I do. That's how I do it. So now I get up, so I look forward to that. So now I don't gotta worry about doing it throughout the day. But in the morning, that's what I listen to, and then I email it to my son.
All right, Peloton. I'm gonna get on Peloton and more. I've been saying that for the last 6 months.
But you gotta focus so hard when you do it. You gotta focus, man.
Yeah. I'm going to work on that, man. That's my number one thing to work on within myself is getting up and doing 30 minutes of cardio. Even if it's slow cardio, just something to, because I get up and meditate every day. That's some personal transparency. But I get up in the bed and I purposely meditate because I like to dissect my dreams. And other people even come to me and say, this is what I had dreamed about. It's wacky, it's weird, and I'm like, oh, this, it could mean this, or it could simply mean you need to check on this person. Simply, that's it. But I like to try to remember my dreams. I
do too.
Yeah, and so that's what I do in the morning. And if I don't remember it, I just, try to go through my day. Even if I don't have nothing to do, let me plan something to do during my day. And I'm going to stretch and meditate later. Or I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that.
It's good to have some kind of structure and get up to a clear mind first thing. Because some people get right up the first thing, they going straight to their phone and they scrolling and looking.
So that's when I started doing it.
Is immediately
when I notice I get up and I get on Instagram, oh no. I need to get up and I need to meditate. I don't need to know nobody else's news.
You ain't even checked on yourself first. You immediately go on to somebody else. So now how are you going to get your day straight? You ain't And that's why I go. I don't look at my phone. I go right to the gym, do that, get my mind on that.
And then this is what I did. This is actually kind of funny. It's like I got judgmental with myself. Like, bitch, why you getting up checking Instagram? You need to get up, go to work. So now I'm going to work and I'm listening to rap music. I'm 21 Savage, cursing on the way to work, Nucky Few Book. So that's no better.
Yeah, switch on real
so
quick.
Now I get to work and now I'm angry with my supervisor and all of that because I didn't take time to myself to just sit down for a second and just think. Or not think, but just take time to yourself to just really reflect on your day.
Yeah, I think going to work, that's what I listen to, because like me, it's like I'm going to work, I can't go to work trying to hold meetings and be a leader, and I'm in the car doing what you was talking about. It's just like, I mean, you can, but it just don't make no sense to me, and it's like, I don't even do that stuff.
Oh, and then I was doing that with coffee, too.
Yeah, all charged up, coming in there.
I used to be ready to fight when I got to work.
I don't know, it just makes so much sense that you just gotta just think about the right stuff and like, just try to stay positive. And like one thing is like having like you say, having goals for yourself. Because if you got goals, then like that's what you're thinking about all day.
Yeah.
And like if it's really important to you, like you start to cut off the distractions and you're not worrying about a bunch of outside stuff. And then everything just small, it just lasers in, and like that's where all your attention goes. So yeah, that's when things get fun.
I'm relating this to something my grandmother said about driving. When you driving, you have to drive as if you're driving for everyone else on the road. Because somebody might be doing this, distracted, drunk driving, whatever. So I'm relating this to get yourself together in the morning because everybody not doing that. And I've had plenty of times where I went to work and, like I said, listen to the rap music, cursing, I'm in a gang on the way to work, drinking my coffee. And I'm still in a good mood though. Like I said, I didn't check Instagram. I did everything else positive, and I really like 21 Savage. So like, why wouldn't I listen to that? But I get to work and sis' boyfriend broke up with her. She done brought that energy to work. Somebody ain't got no money. Their car getting repossessed. They brought that energy to work. So now I'm angry. Not only because I listened to that music on the way to work, but because everybody else it's fucked up.
Like for me, like what I had to do was like, I think when people say disappear, like you ever see them post like, man, if you disappear for 6 months, like when you came back, you would be a different person. Like you gotta like.
I agree with that.
But I think for me, when I said like brain marking, I detach myself like from everything.
Okay.
And like just shut down for a minute, and then you can't. When you first come out, it's like it's a little weird, but then it's like now it's like when you talk about people's problems and stuff, like I don't care. Like so it won't affect my energy whatsoever. I honestly don't care. Like I used to lie in front. People say they care. They really don't. Because as soon as they got your face, they go right back to worrying about themselves. Like most people really don't care about you. You know who really cares about you. So like, and most people I really don't care. I act like I do, but I really don't. So I just don't.
So I relate that to my Instagram breaks. When I take time off Instagram, I log back on and I just be scrolling like, oh, none of this shit matters.
Right.
None of this shit matters. None of this shit matters.
That's like disappearing for a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta step back.
And so that's why I do that. Like sometimes I'll go like, 8 hours without, I delete the app. I delete that for 2 days. And I don't feel away. I just know I need a break.
That's funny you said. I'm doing that right now. I'm doing it for 30 days. But I don't even know if I'm going to go back on it. Because now I'm away. I'm like, what am I really on there for?
No, it's some good moments though.
But I'm thinking for me, it's like I'm not trying to promote anything. Like,
well, this is the thing. There are people that I share memes with that truly make me happy. Spice Adams, do you follow Spice?
He is funny.
It's like it brings you joy.
But I see him on like YouTube too. On my YouTube, they show like the short film.
I'm gonna show you the one video he made yesterday.
he be funny.
Yeah, leave that shit was funny.
But I think people do need to get a break from that. Every once in a while, like you say, take a break to just get back to reality and get to yourself. Because you get so caught up in other people's worlds and other people's lives and comparing yourself subconsciously, not even knowing that you're doing it. Like, damn, I should be doing it. Like, nah. Step back and just focus on you.
Nah.
Yeah, do your thing, stay in your lane, and then maybe you can go back in there. But like, I think people do. Because some people all day long.
Yeah.
Just all day long. It's crazy,
and
man.
some people's comparison is deep. It's connected to some issues.
That's
so
true.
Let's go ahead and get into the next topic. I asked a question on Instagram today. Speaking of that, I love it when I get really good feedback from the Instagram posts. Because I do want to quit Instagram a lot to kind of segue these topics. But,
I think it's important for you, though, for what you're trying to do.
For business,
yeah,
and, you know, like I said, sharing the memes with certain people.
Yeah.
But also, when I ask questions like this, I got so much feedback. And I think it didn't just make my day, it made other people's days. Like, you know, this is a really good topic. And then I shared their responses anonymously. And people were responding like, who said that? Like, it was just a really good conversation. So the question is, would you stay in a hotel in a foreign country with only 8 Google reviews if it's half price and centrally located in a safe location? So I knew this was perfect for you.
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
I'm scary, man, going to other foreign countries. Like, I need to have some kind of way of referencing, like, what's really going on up in there. Somebody can tell me, hey, it's been like this, or I can read some reviews and kind of see. Like, I ain't gonna be the first person to try it out and let you know how it is.
You gonna be the 9th person.
I ain't gonna be the 9th, 10th, nah.
So let me tell you some of the, you know, I got a reason for asking. So let me tell you some of the responses. Somebody said, no, the staff left those.
True. That's probably the truth.
Okay, so someone said, depends on how it looks because the best places are the ones no one knows about and local. Now, I agree with that statement for food, but hotels, not
safety.
I will be honest. June and I are taking a trip. Your son and I are taking a trip.
Safety.
And I was looking at a hotel that is new and only has 8 reviews on Google, and it is $77 a night.
How new are we talking?
The furniture is really new. I'm gonna show you the pictures a little later.
So what are the hotels like around it?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the whole hotels. I'm gonna pull up the app. Hold on.
I need to see a street view. The Google Maps or something.
So it is downtown in this city, and there's other hotels around it. That's like.
What kind of hotels though? What are their reviews?
I ain't get that deep into it.
Yeah,
okay.
see, that's how you gotta like, come on.
So this is real-time trip planning, you guys. So somebody sent a long message, but basically, to sum it up, is real threats and perceived threats. And it's higher in the U.S., but also a higher risk abroad because you're not able to just go and get your gun. You're not able to go and get a weapon.
Safety.
What you said earlier, what you need to see?
I might want to see some armored security out front, man. Some armed security,
in another country, though,
man,
you
look,
might
man,
not want to see that.
Hey, if they're protecting where I'm staying at, man, I think, look.
Well, what if they not?
I think they would be. I like to see them out there patrolling.
So someone said, no need for luxury because adventure is outside.
Yeah, during the day. When it's time for me to go lay down.
So my response was, hey, man, as long as the door locks work.
You said door lock, like these is door locks, man. like
hotel door locks.
Like you want the bare minimum, like
hotel door locks.
You just want shelter.
Yes.
You just need shelter.
Somebody said no, there's not enough reviews. Could be a reason why a lot of people don't stay there, although it's in a safe area. I'd be concerned with the half price and little to no reviews.
You notice that the reviews that say no, they're like detailed. The people that say yes are just like, yeah, just do it. Like they ain't really like saying why.
Let me pull up the hotel and show you. Let me pull it up and show you.
Man, we might pull up the hotels around it. Never mind the one you talking about.
Well, I didn't get that perspective until you said something. I really didn't think about it. So you know where we're going. Don't say where, but what do you think for the safety of your son?
I think we need to look at the hotels around. That's what I think. But I mean, we're gonna start with the one you staying at though.
No, I didn't book it yet. I didn't book it yet because
Even better.
Yeah, I didn't book it because we had to have visas, and you've seen I've been tripping about it. Okay, so
let's
here
see.
it
Let's
is.
see these pictures.
Hold on, it's loading.
So the phone don't even want to show me.
Hold on. Hold on.
Like, nah, bitch, don't show him. Don't show him.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. So it's on hotels.com. It's only one verified hotels.com guest review. Look at his face.
Why are you even still talking about this place?
But on Google, it was 8 reviews.
You changing your own mind.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Come on now.
He's looking at it, you guys.
You be fooled, man, with these pictures, man. This is like a... Nah, this ain't the hotel.
Pour me another drink while he looking at it.
I mean, look.
It don't look bad, do it?
Looks can be deceiving, man. Looks can be very deceiving. Let's see what's around it, though. And what is the standard of a hotel over there? Because I know in some places
Okay, so let's look at their best hotel. Let's look and see what's the best hotel.
Yeah, what are you comparing to? What should it look like over there?
Let me heart this one up, because I'm gonna come back to this one. Free Wi-Fi, 24/7 front desk.
That's the basics in hotels these days.
Laundry facility.
Best Western got
it's
that
an
stuff.
art gallery on site.
I mean, okay.
I didn't see that. They speak English and in the other language. Continental breakfast, and it's a surcharge.
You just stating off this hotel basics.
Okay, so let's see. So now we going down. Let's do 9.2 guest rating. This is I'm just picking something for the time. Let's look at the price. $238 a night.
Is that close to where you staying?
It's in the city.
Hold on, is it next door to where you staying at?
No, so I don't want to.
I see that. Look, now they giving you an outside view, so you can see the building. Look, they zooming out. They showing you scenery. They're not trying to be shady. Let you see everything.
Oh God.
They on the street taking pictures. They taking pictures from helicopters and shit. You see everything. They ain't got nothing. Look. They ain't got nothing to hide.
Oh shit. They got a drone
Man, they
view.
got a sky view, man. They ain't got nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide here.
Oh shit.
That place down the street, they're like, look. That's what the commercials say. Here is such and such. We have nothing to hide. Down the street. Look at this. Come on, man.
Let me see.
Come on. It's like
I can't
coming
wait
to America,
to show
man.
y'all. I can't wait to show y'all.
Feel like coming to America
But
right
it's
there.
$238 a night, and that's just a regular room. I'm taking
But that may be the safe price in that area that you just never know, though. You taking a chance. That's what they were saying in the emails.
Oh, look, $435 a night for the executive suite.
Sounds like a place.
$1,541 total.
But where is it at? What are
It's
around
in
the
the
places you staying at though? We never look at them.
I don't know if
what's
I
the hotel next door look like?
Because I typically don't use the app. I typically use my hotels.com. By the way, hotels.com, hit me up for my routing and checking account number so y'all can pay me.
You shopping them out.
Anyway, I use the fuck out of hotels.com.
You gotta stop saying it.
Yeah, I know. I use the fuck out of it. So this is by the airport. So I did book that for one night. Here, click that one. It's a really big city, and I am overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first trip that I'm extremely overwhelmed with the options and my safety. I'm just being honest. Hold on.
So we're saying that. You already know what I'm about to say.
I'm gonna say it.
You already know what I'm about
TV.
to. So we're saying that. And we already said the reasons why everybody said you shouldn't stay at that hotel were basically safety concerns.
But
hey,
it's $77 a night.
Is that right is safety really a concern? Or you just saying that because it sounds good?
If I book this $1,500 hotel and I get out there and this $77 a night hotel is hitting, I'm gonna be mad at all of y'all on social media.
What I'm saying is, you still are not pulling up the hotels that are around that when you staying at.
And I'm gonna be honest, the app is not like the website, so.
I mean, you had to get an address.
Yeah, the app ain't like the website. I think it'll let you pull up a map. Hold on.
You should.
Let's see. They really gonna have to pay me after. Ooh, they do let you pull up a map.
Yeah, see that?
Oh yeah, look. There's a lot of shit around there. And this is the $77 one. It's in the heart of the city.
Hey, look. Here's what. Here. We got the Best Western right there. Uh-oh.
Okay, so it's the Best Western. Did your opinion change?
It's an IMAX theaters right there.
Did your opinion change now that you saw that next to the $77? Because mind you, the other place that we're going is a beachfront place.
It's a sports house.
Where...
I think you might be okay. I mean, I wouldn't know, but...
See?
I'm thinking creamy in. I don't know.
Why I didn't see that? I didn't see that. But it's a different country. It's a different country. Okay, so we had a little technical difficulty, but he said the creamy in threw him off. We don't know what that means in that language. So everything
around there was pulling up English. So I don't think we need to just all of a sudden think we need to start deciphering stuff. No. The Best Western, creamy in, like
okay.
I seen Dreadhead Rock or something that was over there. Like all that stuff was very easy to read.
All right then. It's still an option. Because the other place, so like I was saying, the other place that we're going to...
Hey, we'll just do some research. We'll do further research.
Yeah. The other place is very expensive, so I have to cut costs somewhere. Anyway, so let's just go to the next topic real quick, because we ordered some food. We hungry.
Yes, Lord.
You are frequent to Atlanta now. So, what you like about Atlanta? Talk about it.
Well, my son. I like that part about it. I don't know, I just like the vibe. Like whenever I go out, like just being able to like so many options of like just like chill places to go, like that type of like urban lounge type vibe. You can hear music.
Okay.
It's like a very, I guess it always has been like for like black people, like a black success type feeling, like a black pride type feeling, like, you know, when you're around and just people doing stuff, everybody like entrepreneurial type spirit when you're around people that's about doing something.
Okay.
And for me, it's like it's a change, you know, where I'm from, smaller, you know, so it's a change. I think I'm at a point in my life where I like stepping out, traveling, experiencing more, just expanding myself and just experiencing different types of stuff. So I think it's where I'm at. So I like it. I just like it a lot. The weather's better.
So do you go to DC a lot?
I do.
And so compare it to, because you know that's DC, Houston, those are like the other Atlantas, if you will, in air quotations. So compare DC to Atlanta, if you can.
I mean, DC just got that. Like when you downtown in DC, it just feels different because DC, like you see like the Capitol building. Here's like, I don't know. Every time I go to DC, it's like I'm going as like a tourist. I always like going to like that National Black Museum, and like it's always cool just to walk around down there, like just that feeling. And like I be thinking about like all the people that was there before, like the presidents and like the I Have a Dream speech was held there, and like everything. Like damn.
Oh no, we all black here. Yeah,
it's just. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's just like you just know so much history about that place, and you like wow, like so much stuff happened here. Yeah. And like it's just like it just feels it all around. Yeah. Here is more like the feeling that you get when you come to Atlanta. You think more like the music and like the culture, like you get that feeling when you hear. It's like you want to go somewhere and feel like trap music, and you get that down south, like that's the feeling.
So
I get
when I go out in DC and Miami, I gotta dress up.
Yeah, true.
That's the huge difference for me. You gotta put more of a cool on. Even though in Atlanta, if everybody's cool, everybody's famous, air quotations again. But you can go to a bar in your sweatpants and sit next to the baby and have a great night. Like, everybody is comfortable here.
It's more like, I guess it's like, not to say uppity, but it's like when you in DC, like the way I explain the feelings.
Yeah.
Like, you feel more like the president is here, and it's like they carry themselves like it's like if you're Atlanta, you come here, you feel like you look like little babies here. Like, you thinking like that when you come to Atlanta, so in the vibes match that. So I think that's what that is.
Well, I've been out in DC a few times, living in Virginia.
It's a different type of vibe, though, right?
It is
like
different.
You dressed up, like you going out to like even at the club, you like dressed up, like out there, it's just different. I like it though, but like I like DC. I like dressing up sometimes, but that feels like a place to do it. But that's the thing about
Atlanta, it's places you can dress up here too, but it's also places that you don't have to dress up and that you can just chill, and it's more food options, it's more strip clubs, it's more.
That's another thing. That's the kind of thing you think about when you come here. The strip clubs, like that. You ain't thinking about getting dressed up to go nowhere when you come to Atlanta.